Iron Show. I'm your man, Big Jack. This is where we prove that we are stronger together and that if each one would just reach one, we can all grow and glow. I got my special guest with me today. I'm so excited. I got Raw Ink. Raw Ink, how you doing today, sir?
Man, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for being a guest on the show today. I'm so excited, and I just want to again thank you for coming out here and being with me during this time. So, if you don't mind,
Anytime.
could you just tell me a little bit about yourself? I just want to know who you are.
All right, so I go by the name of Raw Ink. I'm a musician, a music artist. Um, I basically was really into music as a young age. I used to like music since I was 10. I would watch music videos and stuff like that, and I was really trying to figure out my way and just trying to figure out how can I make it as a music artist and stuff like that. So I started making music seriously back in 2014. So
So,
yeah.
no, go ahead. So, 2014, you started making music. I mean, so do you write your own music, or do you just copy someone else like karaoke, or how's that?
No, no. So I write my own songs. Everything is written by me. I don't have songwriters. They're my thoughts of what I've gone through and stuff like that. So of course, in the process of me doing music, though, I was working a job. So music is definitely an expensive thing to do. It's not easy to just pick up and do it. You need studio time and stuff like that. So I will work a job and then kind of work on the music part time. So I created the name Raw Ink, and my initials is Raw, and then Ink is because I got tattoos. So that's where the creation of Raw Ink was created in 2014. I decided to create a YouTube, Instagram, a Twitter account, all their socials and stuff like that, and take it
Okay,
serious.
so you are a content creator and you got multiple platforms. So you said I know YouTube and you said Instagram. Anything else that
TikTok,
you do?
Facebook. So yeah, I play basketball. So before music. Of course, a lot of people have dreams to make it to the NBA, but I had a child, had a kid at an early age in high school. So I had to take care of my son and everything. So it was really tough to try to reach that goal, trying to make it to the NBA, and then you got a kid. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it was real tough for real. So I had to kind of put that dream to the side. But I always was very talented playing basketball. I'm like 6'1". I'll be pretty nice on it. But I was working a job and everything, and I just didn't like the job that I was working at the time. I always struggle with jobs, by the way, just to be honest. So the job I was working, it was just like I was there for 3 years, man, and it wasn't really paying me nothing. Then they was like, new management came and they moved my position. I just didn't really like where I was going with the job. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go full time and try to work this music thing out.
All right. So wait a minute. I just want to get this straight. So this is the Iron Sharpening Iron show. And I'm your host, Big Jack, and I got Raw Ink with me, and he's just talking about being a musician and then the getting started into uh, coming across from, I guess you said, from being a basketball player and with the ambition of going to the league in basketball and then going into more music and content creating. And you're on all the different social media platforms right now with your tagline of raw ink. So all right. So what style of music? What style of music is it that you play?
So the first, of course, the genre of music was hip hop, of course. So like for me, like originally from Cleveland, Ohio. So that music's very popular where I'm from. So I was just learning how to rhyme stuff. So hip hop is more like rhythm and poetry. So it's just you just rhyming with the beat. So I first got in the studio. A friend of mine, he had got a studio, got equipment, and he asked me if I wanted to jump in the studio. So I jumped in there and I just kind of like freestyled it, like from the beginning to the end, and it sounded pretty good. He mixed it, it sounded pretty good. And then at the time I was building my audience on Instagram at the time back in 2014. I was doing like little skits, content creation skits, kind of just getting the crowd engaged. I did a little bit of comedy, so I was building my following on Instagram, and I think I had like about 20K on Instagram, and then I was like, you know what, I think it's time for me to like really like upload my music on YouTube.
Oh,
So
wow.
I went to the studio, recorded some songs. I had a partner of mine I was working with. He believed in me, and he put a little bit of money aside, and we got the video shot. And from there, the music started taking off.
Oh.
So
So wait a minute. So wait, you told me, and I'm listening. I'll make sure I'm hearing this right because I'm a new content creator. So I'm these numbers you just said. Did you say 20,000 on Instagram?
yeah, yeah. Let me show you how I got Instagram. Okay, back in the day, it's not the same now in 2025. Back then, uh people was basically, I would shout out, it was a thing called shout out for shout out, so it was S for S. So I used to show love before you had to pay for ads and all that stuff. So what I would do is I would get a group of other influencers at the time, and we'll have a group chat, and then we'll just say shout out for shout out. So he'll shout my photo out on his Instagram, and I'll shout out his Instagram. So
Mm,
I was doing that for like a year or two of just doing that on Instagram, and then I built my following on Instagram like that. Just showing
okay.
love to just showing love to people and stuff like that.
Right, right. I got you. So I
Mhm.
want to take a quick pause. I want to acknowledge that I know right now we're seeing some people down there. So not Asian Brawl Star. I'll say hello. How you doing down there? Vibing with VC. Hello. How you doing? If you haven't already, hit that like button. Go ahead and double tap that screen. Get that likes up there. We appreciate it. We have right now Raw Inc. He is a content creator on multiple platforms. He is talking to us right now about how he got started into content creating and just I'm excited to have him here. So from the Instagram world, you say you were doing hip hop style music. So you're a
Yeah,
performer. So you went from basketball playing to
yeah,
hip hop style music performing, and that's how you started. That was your original, I guess, build of the channel itself, and how you
yeah.
started on. So how did you get to the YouTube side of the world?
Man, so the YouTube side, I would get people on Instagram. I say, yo, man, can y'all check my video? Can y'all subscribe? So I was just doing to be honest all the time. I'll be on Instagram like, if you wanted to be honest, you gotta subscribe my YouTube. So there'll be a lot of people like, oh, I wanted to be honest. It was my Instagram ain't like that no more since different owners. But so then they'll subscribe, and then they like I like your music and stuff like that. So um, I kind of was just building it organically from Instagram.
All right. So
Um, so the music start taking off in the local area where I'm from. So they start playing the music in the clubs in the local area where I'm from, and then I start performing outside, and we have like hip Ohio Hip Hop Awards, and then I had to go perform. So I was doing the Instagram thing, then I'll go outside and do the stuff like that. So I'll work it around my area where I'm from.
got you, got you, got you. Okay, so Brazilian Queen, how you doing? Say big shout out to the cup or to the trophy to the award. I'm not sure. Please remember to give the video a like, and that's right. If you are liking what's going on, so I got Raw Ink here. So he said raw because his music is raw, but the ink part was because he got a tattoo. So you can't just say you got tattoos. What are you talking? You talking about one tattoo, two tattoos? What are we
Oh
talking about?
man, I'm talking full whole body covered of tattoos, man. It's crazy.
Oh man, heck no.
I don't know what I was thinking, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I was in the moment, I guess, if you want to say, but
Yeah,
but I can't take them off now. They're there, and it's a part of me. So
right.
I'm not
Okay.
getting no more tattoos, by the way, y'all. So
You said no more, or
no more. I'm done, man. That's over with.
I got you. I got you. Now I
Yeah,
always say I'm going to get one. I've never gotten one before. I said I'm going to get a tattoo. I've been
man.
back and forth, and I'm like, and everybody I say I'm going to do it, they be like, you ain't going to do it. You ain't going to do it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get one, but for you to say you got full body, you definitely. I'm not thinking about going in that neighborhood. So,
Yeah,
what about?
it became a addicting thing, man. I just kept getting more, and I was like, man, it's freaking. I just loved the art at the time when I was a lot younger too. So
Right,
you
right.
know, now that I'm older, I don't even can picture myself going to that. No,
No,
the
I got you. I
pain.
got you. So Resilient Queen down there, she made a comment about she was talking about the game yesterday, and what happened is Brazilian Queen is a Detroit Lion fan, and I was on. She had a live going yesterday during the Detroit Lions Washington Commander game, and I would pop in every time the Commanders would score. I would only pop in just to throw a little, ha ha about the score. So, but anyway, so so we got people popping in, and it's for whatever reason today I'm not able to block them out. So if it's anybody that got the blue jacket, if you can remove anybody that's not being they're not putting the right stuff in here. So I do got Raw Ink here, and I appreciate him being here with me. CEO, how you doing? Hello everyone. Is what CEO just said. We do got Raw Ink here, and he's talking about his adventures. So you are a performer. You said you perform out of Cleveland, Ohio. So
Yeah.
is what would it take to get a performance, or how are you one of those that can just pop up on the spot and perform, or you got to have your music? What does it take?
Yeah, I mean the music, of course, because I got to hear the beat, because I like to hear the sound. So this, if the sound calls me to talk about music, like to speak, then
Right.
I can kind of do it. You know what I mean, with the beat. Um, and I just use what I've gone through, just to kind of express my feelings on of the art as far as the music side.
Okay. Okay. So and you write your own music, you say?
Yeah, all right. Everything's written by me. Record now. I record my own records. And yeah, everything's done by me for sure. Yeah,
Well,
I have my label. So I started my label on the Inky and T Records. That's like the the owner, like the business side, as far as like the company of it. So I started that at the same time of my music career too. So
okay.
everything falls under the record label too.
All right. So how does that work as far as say if I wanted to get into the industry, do I have to go see somebody, or somebody just come see me, or how did you get into that part of the business?
So I came in. I did a lot of studying before I'm just gonna jump in the industry. Did a lot of research. I consumed a lot of music for like a long time, and then I was like, okay. I was aware of like TuneCore. These are companies where allow musicians to distribute their music on platforms such as Spotify, iTunes, and stuff like that. So once I got that, I was like, oh, so you can like self-publish like a book. Like if you was an author, you can self-publish
Oh,
yourself.
mm,
So you're self-publishing your art as far as music category on platforms like TuneCore. Now there's DistroKid, and you can be an independent musician. But I got on that wave on 2014, so I was already a knowledge of the business side before I wanted to really do it, because I actually work a lot of jobs, so I'm aware of how structure of sales and digital marketing and all that side.
I got you.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So now, not trying to. And if you don't want to, you don't have to share everything. But I'm just more saying, is it something that, I guess I want to say, I know we see when we see a performer and how they like dress and how they act and all that. Is that just part of the show, or is that like that's a real person and that's just how, I mean, like a lot of different people from the business, the gangster style, the gold chains and this and that. Is that just part of the show and that's like or is that real? Is that just a person? I mean, I know you
Well,
said
for
you're
me,
raw, so is that how you really are, or how does it pop off?
for me, this is like where I'm from. This is like what we see in the neighborhood and stuff. So I'm originally from a very poor poverty area. Still there. It's just seeing what you're surrounded. So what we see is the dress, probably the do rag, or the pants maybe like that, and that's just something that we see all the time around the area. And with me, like I don't know, I like gold. So like all the stuff that I wear, this is what I like. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
the tattoos was something I liked at the time too. So I was like, all right, I like that. It's pretty dope. You know, I always try to, dress. I just being authentic to myself now.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, and I think that's more what I was looking at. Is you just being authentic? So I know you said it was raw, so your style is raw, and then the ink was the tattoos and all. But the combination is who you are, and you're going to be you. So you're not going to dress
yeah,
up any other and try to put on a costume on stage, but then behind the scenes you're a totally different person or whatever.
yeah. No, this is me how I am. This is how I am regular. I just try to come as how who I am, be myself at all times, be authentic, true to myself.
So then that's the thing that we put out as like as content creators. So you're a content creator, you're in here, you want to be who you are. You don't want to be fake. You don't want to, if you just be you, you're going to get your followers, and that's what you want to get
Yeah,
anyway. You want to get people that's going to follow you for you. If you put
yeah,
on a show, you're going to get people that's going to like you because of what you're giving them. But if you stop giving them that, they're going to stop liking you. But if you just be you and
yeah,
get your loyal followers, that is going to be what it's going to be. So that's
yeah,
what I
yeah,
would say to any content creator. And that because you're an entertainer, you're a content creator, and I'm
yeah.
already seeing that. So I appreciate you being real with us on that part. So I just want to acknowledge people that popped in. Sharon Jackson, how you doing? I see Double Roses, 22 Twins. How y'all doing? Good to see y'all here. And then we got CEO 369. We've already said, but we thank you there. For whatever reason, my computer is not acting right. It's not lining up with me right now. So because it's not lining up, I'm not able to give people their blue jackets. Normally, I would be giving out blue jackets to a lot of the people that have already supported, and we support them. So because I'm not able to right now, and I'm not sure what's going on, you don't have your blue jacket. But it's not because I don't love you. It's not. I don't want you to have your blue jacket. It's just because it's not acting right now, and I'm so caught up in this interview right now. I don't want to start pulling things away from the interview, trying to mess with the blue jacket. So everybody that's in there, if you could double tap that screen for me, double tap the screen, give us some likes in there. And if you got any comments for Raw Ink here, my man Raw Ink, if you got comments or questions for him, we will definitely put that down in the comments. I can see the comments, so put it down in there, and so that way we can make sure your questions get out. It says, and Brazilian Queen say, please give the video a like. So thank you. I see the twins saying that's okay, and I appreciate that, twins. Thank you. So, so uh, I guess I would say, have you ever had or have you had any struggles? Because you said some big numbers. You're talking 20,000 on Instagram, and I know you got over 3,000 in YouTube as far as subscribers. But have you had any struggle getting to those numbers and all?
I had struggles in real life when I had a song go viral. My dad passed away in 2018, man, and I didn't really know him. I seen him about 3, 4 times in my life, and I went to his funeral, and I got to, meet, my dad's side of the family and stuff like that. And I had a lot of struggle because, like, I guess people only know me outside of music, but they don't really know my personal side. So it was like tough for me, like, to really just try to try to explain nobody really wanted to know my person. They only wanted to know the music. So they was only focused on the music side. So and then I was like trying to get to know them and stuff like that. And I had a situation where basically I started living with them, and at the time, I used to have bad struggles back then. I'm not perfect. I used to smoke. I used to drink a lot back then in my early days of doing music. So a lot of my maybe the music content was particularly at that time. That's what I was doing. I'm not like that no more. But at that time, probably I was doing that, and then the music I would make, I would talk about it. So long story short, I end up having my some marijuana lace and basically, almost died, and it kind of structured my whole way of just how I make music. I try to, make more positive music, and I had just a better calling in life after that.
Oh wow, wow,
So
wow. So you had a
real deep.
almost a life-ending situation that
Yeah,
changed your style on how you deliver your content and all. And I think
Yeah,
I guess it's because when you're producing your music and you get people to follow it, they follow you all the way. They follow you to the letter. It's almost they're not even going to be themselves. They're going to be whatever you tell them. So if you're telling them
yeah,
to, drinking is good and smoking is good and all of
yeah,
this, then they're following that down. So you're creating little. I'm not going to use. I don't want to use the term, but little followers that's not going down the
yeah,
right road. Um,
yeah, heck yeah,
so sometimes, situations happen in our lives to put us back on the right path. I'm not gonna say that's what happened in your situation. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but if that's
yeah,
something that you want to say happened because you said you changed your style of music and now it's more of a positive and pushing in a motivating way. So you're saying, and I just want to make sure when you was at the funeral, the family that you were trying to get to know was more trying to get to know the artist, not the person. Is that what I'm catching?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's basically like the artist side, and I was just like, man, I never really knew anybody. You know what I mean? I was always in the like main reason why probably if people would say you know, label me a certain ways because I didn't really have a father figure. You know, just being outside in the a lot of stuff allowed me to become like where I am today, which could be, pretty negative at first, but I was able to turn it to a positive. And with the music going viral, they was just more concerned about the success of the hit record more than my my well
Okay.
being type
So
thing.
now, is that channel and that song and all that, is that on your YouTube or is that from
Yeah,
another?
man, it's on there, man. So it's on there. The song that went viral is New Wave. It's New Wave, and it was my first viral record, and that was in 2018. So through the momentum of music, my strategic plan was like to build the audience and stuff. It was getting you got to be consistent on YouTube with if it's music, because that on that channel, my original channel created was a music channel. So certain records at the time I was making like wasn't really like doing numbers.
All right.
So strategically, I was trying to make better records that the people would like, because
Mm.
I can't be selfish and be like, oh, if I like this record, maybe I'll like it, but sometimes when it comes with business, you got to give the people what they want. So at that time, I was just like trying to give the people what they wanted.
Right, right. I appreciate
Yeah,
that. Look, those who are down, and I don't want those who are down are in the chat. And if you got a blue jacket, if you see any comments or things that's going on that shouldn't be in there, we definitely want to keep this positive. We don't want negative comments and things. So if you can do something, at this time, there's nothing I can do about it, and I apologize for. If you can help me clean that up, I appreciate it. I truly thank you for that. You got that moderator going on. So if you can knock it out, I appreciate that. And I definitely appreciate y'all for being here. I got Raw Ink here on the Iron Sharpening Iron show. He's giving me a whole lot of insight on the industry, the background, and how all this is working. And I really so I have some family members. I have some family members that are I guess they were the celebrities at one time in their careers, or still celebrities. And when they are around the family, we try our best to their family. We don't go into what you did on TV or what you do on this and that. We try to just keep them. We want to like say who the person is, because we know when you get on stage, you're putting on not say much putting on the show, but that's what you're doing. You're performing. So when
yeah,
you're up there performing, that's not the all the time the real person, but that's I'm not working right now, so don't make me go to work when I'm at a family function. Don't make me go to work when I'm at a family reunion. So
yeah,
let me be me, because I need to lay my put my hair down and put my feet up and relax. I don't have to be on
yeah,
camera or I have to be on that. So we
yeah,
have a couple of people that and those are the best people, because when they get to be just who they are and get to be relaxed, they're fun. They're fun. Because we already know they're entertaining, but now
yeah,
it's like they're entertaining and they got real big hearts and they want to give to the community. They want to do right things and good things, and that's just what's up. So I appreciate you for even sharing that part of the business with us, because a lot of
Yeah.
people, I mean, a lot of people don't know that the insides and the outsides of that, and you know. So now I don't know, and I'm not 100%. So what does it take to go viral? So you said you had something go viral. What's the numbers for that?
So with that song right there, it did like about like 100. It's like at 100,000. It did pretty good on Spotify. So it did a lot of. It reached a lot of eyeballs on Instagram. And I started seeing when people was like, "Oh, I seen your video, or I heard your song," and you know what I mean. I was like, "Oh, okay." And you know, I guess you could say I made some money off of it for sure. So like, I wasn't really seeing too much money on the music side. It takes you got to kind of build a momentum with the numbers and stuff on the views. So that's how it works on YouTube and any platform. Spotify is basically the numbers. The higher the numbers, the more to pay.
Right. So so but I guess you would still have to be monetized to even get
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
from that. Is that how that works?
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to be monetized if it's copyrighted with music. So, like for content creators, like with this channel, you have to have the monetization. But with music, you're already monetized when your record is copyrighted. So your distributor, you get to monetize it off rip. So if you use DistroKid, if you use TuneCore, you can monetize your records automatic.
All right, and that's good information because there's a lot of people that I know that I follow, and then I see them in lives, and they're doing a lot of music. So they need to know that information. So we're definitely going to make sure we put that in the description or somewhere because that's some really good stuff for those
Mhm.
who are they're trying to build up and get their subscribers and their watch hours. But if you're already creating songs and you copyright the song, you can create and have already be making money off of your stuff by just going through the right channel. So I appreciate you putting that out there so that way we can let those people know. So I don't have a. There was a time in my life I could sing. I mean, it really was, but those days are gone. I don't know what age it was when it disappeared. But I mean, I sang in groups at the church, and I sang, you know, in the choirs and things like that. But those days are done. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it I really don't know. I guess with older age, the
I'm gonna be
pipes
honest.
had
I would
dried
have
up.
never thought it
Huh?
would have been rapping myself. I'm really a basketball player at heart. So
Right,
I was just like, I would never would have thought it was music. You know, it's kind of like one of those things. You're like, oh, what the heck? Kind of just crept over there. You know?
right. Got you, got you, got you. So
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm gonna ask a question for you. So have anyone or have you like who do you follow? Who's your influencer? Is there anyone that motivates you to get you motivated? Is that or that you watch it motivated you to get moving and doing what you had to do?
So me personally, I watch a lot of content creations. Like I like stuff like this, what we're doing. I like podcasts. I like music, of course, but I was watching comedy stuff and this it's crazy because I be watching like the YouTubers and stuff because there's a lot of different YouTubers. This is the YouTuber named Mega McQueen. He's a comedian and stuff like that. And I was over here watching them and stuff. I would watch his videos and I was like, oh man, he's over here like getting girls' numbers and doing content creation using rap lyrics and stuff. So he'll use like a rapper's lyrics and he'll get girls' numbers and stuff like that. So I had a buddy of mine. He lives in Miami. So we was doing a project and stuff. We was working on music. He started YouTube. Matter of fact, he's actually probably my inspiration too. Now talking about it, because he started YouTube in 2012.
Hmm. Wow.
I started in
Okay.
2014. So
Right. Right.
I was like, man, that's cool. He was doing music before me. I was like, oh man, I thought that was cool. He was already performing and doing music. So he kind of inspired me too. His name is Jay Red. If you can shout out Jay Red.
Okay.
So we got I go to Miami and we working on music. He's like, yeah, come over. He got a crib in Miami. So I'm like, all right, I'll go over there and we work on some music. And he follows the comedian dude, and he's like, "Oh yeah, they're asking us if they need some guys to be on a TV a pop balloon show." So he DMs the guy. He's like, "Oh yeah, I want." He DMs like, "Yeah, I'll join." And then the guy responds. Mind you, the guy has like 300K followers. He got like a million subs and stuff like that.
Oh
So I
wow.
was like, yo, like that's crazy. Like you, he responded to that. Like he's like, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, pull up. And that's Miami. That's the good, Miami's like, so I'm like, all right. I'm like, yeah, but I'm all like, oh, we gotta get dressed, we gotta find outfits and stuff, you know what I mean? I'm like, man,
right.
this is big, you know what I mean? So we go find our outfits and stuff like that. And then we get up and we pull up to the show, and it was like, man, this is crazy. Like they have like what, like these lights here. They had the
Right.
lights. I met him. I shook him. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. Like, I met the dude right there. I've been watching his YouTube videos for the longest, and then you seeing him face
You
to
saying it
face and
right,
stuff.
right, right.
You
Yeah,
know what I
that's
mean?
cool. That's
So
cool.
I'm like, this is like a movie or something. Like, is this real? Like, you know what I mean? So he's got a cameraman, and he says, yeah, yeah, man, we got this show called Pop Balloon, and we're gonna get on here. The girls start popping the balloon. Don't get mad, man. It's just a show or whatever like that. So that's how he talked. So I'm like, all right, cool. I see the guys getting on the show, and then my homie, he's my 20 years. He goes first. He goes on the show, and boom, they start popping the balloon on her. Pow, pow, pow. You know what I mean? And
Right.
he's like, oh man. So, and then another dude get on there and pow. And like I'm hearing it backstage. I'm like, oh man, it's getting kind of crazy.
Right,
It's getting
right.
kind of bad. And, so then I get on there. Uh, I used to do skits and stuff, so like I already know how to react like pretty good. But the first time I got on the show, I was nervous, man. I ain't gonna lie. The cameras was there. They all popped the balloon. And I was like shocked. Like I was like, huh? Like
Oh,
what's going
so
on?
I don't want to stop you. I want to stop you. You're in midstream. You're telling this story. So I want to make sure I'm catching this right. You're saying on the shows that we see with the balloon pop with the ladies and the men, and as soon as the person walk out and they pop the balloons if they like them, based off as soon as they walk out, you're saying that you was on that show.
Y'all was on that show, man.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me before we I want to hear more because I got questions now. I got questions. So I want to make sure. I know Snapback is in there. Hello, Snapback. How you doing? Let's say girls get it. Miss Renee, hello. How you doing? WC, hello. How you doing in there? I see you out there. Still sharpening steel, iron sharpening iron. This is the Iron Sharpening Iron show. I got my man Raw Ink on here. Raw is because that's the style of music, and Ink because of the tattoos that he has all over him. And he said it's almost over the whole body. But right now, he just broke out to us that it was on the Balloon Pop show that you might have seen if you watch on. It's a reality show where the ladies come out, or not it's just the ladies can come out and it's men with balloons, and then it's men coming out and it's ladies with balloons. But the whole concept of the show, and I've only seen the show, but they, as soon as they walk out there, if they don't like what they see, they just pop. If they don't like what they hear, they pop. And then some of them don't pop, and I think what happens? So if they didn't pop the balloons, what happened from there? Tell me about it.
Maybe it'll be like a match, like a dating site where like they swipe right, and then it's like match. I don't
Right.
know. Maybe that's what I'm assuming they getting out of it. Yep.
Okay, okay, I got you. So it's funny because yesterday, um, who was it? KC Inspiration was doing a live, and that's another content creator to come in, and they were talking about the balloon pop. So when I heard it, and I'm like, wow, they're talking. So now you're talking about balloon pop. I'm like, maybe they watching maybe they knew you was coming. I don't know where that come from, but that's what's up. So that's what's up. So now you're on a show. You're on a show with a
Yeah.
person who has, like you said, millions of subscribers. So and
Yeah.
that's on YouTube, or was it Instagram, or what was it?
Yeah, he posted it went viral. He posted me and it went viral. It did 1 million on TikTok, Instagram, and it's on YouTube under Mega McQueen YouTube channel.
Right, that's what's up, man. That's crazy. So I mean, because the thing is, we're constantly out here and we're trying to post different videos, and we come up with all kinds of different content, and we're putting more and more out. But you just don't know what's going to go viral. You just don't know what's going to blow up. So here you had an opportunity while you was down in Miami. a friend of a friend make a phone call, and now
Mhm.
you're on a show, and a video that you're in is now being watched and viewed by millions of people. That's awesome right there. That's really cool.
Yeah,
That really is
I
cool.
appreciate that,
Yeah, yeah.
man.
That's so. Now,
So
what did it do for you in your career? Did it help you as far as uh
tremendously, tremendously.
okay.
I was started as a music artist, and then I created this new channel, Raw ATV. So I was just posting vlogs, and it didn't do no. I mean, it was pretty cool. I did vlogs of "Rate My Song" on South Beach, and I was just posting a lot of vlogs. And I took that video, the same video. I watched how he posted on TikTok. It did 1 million views. I was like, oh snap, that thing's with me in it though. To the part what I was
Right.
doing. So on my part, then he posted on Instagram and did 1 million views. I was like, man, that's a lot of views. I'm like, shoot. I said, let me just try to do the same thing he did. I posted on my YouTube as a short, and I posted it exactly how the thumbnail, how he had it, and I just posted it. I hit publish, and the freaking thing just took off. It's got like 300,000 plays right now on
Oh wow. That's
ATV.
great. So wait a minute.
Yeah,
Now I'm listening. I'm listening to this content creator, and everybody that's in here that's listening. And I'm gonna answer your question. Well, we'll get your question answers because Sharon Jackson said she's
yeah,
never
like
seen the show. How can she catch it? And I believe it's. I'm not sure if you. I know you can see it on YouTube, and they can see your video on your channel. But if we was trying to see it live, or if we wanted to see it, is it like on MTV or is it on something
yeah.
like that, or where would we go to see it now?
So the full video is on Mega McQueen. He's a comedian YouTuber. He has 1 million subscribers. I know a lot of people probably heard of him. If you go to Pop Balloon, I'm on episode 1 and 2. He's got 2 episodes
Uh,
of the Pop Balloon thing. So I'm on both episodes of that show.
All right, that's what's up. So we definitely make sure we put the link of that show in there. We got your link. We'll put your link in there in the description. So if you go ahead and follow Raw Inc., you'll be able to see the videos and see what it's all talking about. It's a fun concept in a sense, but I always wondered now that I got somebody never met anybody who was on there, and I want to make sure. Hey, D Outdoor family, how you doing? And thank you for showing up on the Iron Shopping and Iron Show. Got Raw Inc. on here, everyone else in there. You don't have your blue jackets today. I just want to acknowledge those who you don't have your blue jackets because something's going on with my laptop and I'm not able to click on you to give you your blue jackets. It is not personal. It's only because I can't do it today. I will fix that problem before the next show and we'll make sure that you get your blue jackets. But I definitely appreciate you being here. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. I got Raw Ink on here, and it's now telling us about being on the Balloon Pop. I believe it's called Balloon Pop for Love. Is that what
Pop
it is, or
the
something?
yeah, Pop the Balloon or Find Love.
Oh yeah, I got you. Pop the balloon and find love. So and it's a reality show. So those
Yeah,
are real people that they done found from wherever. And then there's
yeah,
real men or real women coming out. And now
all around
I
the
know they're
world.
telling
It's
you,
coming
I
all
know they're
around the
telling you
world.
behind the stage. Now they're telling you behind the stage, don't take it personal. But if they
Yeah,
pop the balloon, do you take it personal?
well, a lot of people was taking a little. I mean, I got on the show twice. So the first time I was like in shock. I was like, I didn't even know what to say. It was just like I was like, what's going on here? Like, what the heck's going on? And then the second time, he kind of told us like, yeah, don't take it personal. It's just a show, thing and stuff like that. So I don't know. So some people might have took it personal, like the guys might have took personal, but or the girls too. So I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I look. I'm new to content creating, and I'm blessed to the point that I've checked my things. I think I like at 1,600 subscribers right now, and I started
Yeah,
in October. But if it goes down to if it's at 1,600 right now, and I look and it says 1,599, I'm taking it personal. So I'm still having problems right now,
oh,
just because one person fell off. So I know
yeah,
if I was
you
standing
can
on
take
a
it personal
stage.
because you see those comments. They are bashing me and the girl. That thing got 1 million views on his Instagram and TikTok. If you take this thing personal, this is a tough game because if you read the comments, there's 3,000 comments on his Instagram, and you got to just laugh at it, man. You got to just
Right.
love what you do and just laugh at it. And
Yeah.
I had fun. I had a great time, and it was cool. I don't really take it personal. Me personally,
No, no, and that's
on
what's
the
up.
show,
So that's something
it looked
for,
like
and
on the show I was taking it personal, but I really wasn't. I was just joking, man. I'm kind of funny dude, laid back kind of guy.
right, right. Well, no, that's good. That's good because you're playing in the character and you're keeping the show moving, and that's what they need.
Yeah, heck yeah.
But at the same time, as content creators, every video we put out is not going to be liked by everyone. There's going to be some people that's not going to like what you put out. There's going to be
Mhm.
some comments that you're not going to that's going to be like I say. We want to keep everything respectful. We want to keep everything clean. But there's going to be somebody that's going to come in there and not like what you're going to say. I mean, I think
Yeah.
Cat Williams made a comment in one of his stand-ups was, haters are going to hate. And
Mhm.
if you walk off this show and you ain't got 10 haters, you ain't do your job
You
because
ain't doing
somebody's
your
going
job.
to hate. Somebody's
You
going to hate
gotta
what you're
have
doing.
haters. You
There's going to
gotta.
be, but like I try to tell people all the time, we are not in competition with each other.
Mhm.
I want to see you grow. I want to see
Mhm.
you grow and glow. I'm not trying to get better than you. I'm not trying to, well, I only had 10 likes and he got, it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
I'm doing what I love to do right now. Being live with you side by side and we're having a full conversation. I call it, this is my mini heaven. This is where I
Mhm.
wanted to be. And all I
Yeah.
had to do to get here was 50 subscribers. I didn't have to have 1,000. I didn't have to have
Yeah.
any watch hours. All I needed was 50 subscribers. So when I got this, I was right where I wanted to be. And but
Mhm.
for whatever your goal is, whatever your mission is, and I'm glad that you pointed it out to us that if you're music and you're into music, you don't have to have 1,000 subscribers. You don't have to have the watch hours. You just got to copyright your music. So it's like
That's
there's
right.
always a different angle for everybody. So because of that, we're all in this thing and we can all grow and glow together. We don't have to
Mhm.
fight each other and things like that because I want to see each and every person, everybody that's in that comment section right now, I want to see your channel blow up. I want to see that thing skyrocket. I mean, to the moon. I'm all about
Anything's
that. That's what I'm
possible.
all about.
I
So
love
that's
it. I
why I
love
try to
it.
get different guests on. I want to get different people in here so we can find out who you are. And then people are going to like who you are. They're going to go to your channel and they're going to hit that subscribe button and they're going to start following you. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all
Yeah.
about. It's not about me trying to be outdo you or whatever and put you down because
Yeah.
this is useless for me. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
on here. Maybe that's
Right.
what took me so long to get here. Maybe when I first started seeing, I was seeing more competition. But then I started watching people and they was helping each other and building
Yeah.
communities and things like
Mhm.
that. And I'm like, wait a minute, I could be a part of that. I could be a part of the community building. I could be a part of uplifting people. I want to be a part of that. And
Yeah.
because of that is why we have the Iron Sharpening Iron show. That's why you
I
got
love
Big
it.
Jack story time. Those are the things that's why I was able to come out even in my older years. I was able to come out and put stuff out because I could see the benefit in it, not trying to get to a certain point. So I want to see if
Mhm.
I can catch. I know some comments that went through there. Um, some of it is just reaching out to each other, but one of them. No worries, man, about the blue jacket. I appreciate that, WC. Yeah, I can't. It's just not working right now, and I can see your comments, but I just can't give you your blue jackets. I will work on that for sure, and you don't have to worry about it from moving forward. I'll make sure you got your blue jackets.
Shout out
So
to the
go ahead.
chat, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Shout out to y'all for tuning in to this live, man.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
100%, 100%. So not only do we have Raw Ink on, and Raw Ink is a music performer, so we're gonna definitely have to get you back on the show because we're gonna have to get you back with some music so that you can perform for us. So next
Yeah.
time you get on here, just be ready because now that I
I
know you're a
know.
performer, I'm gonna have to check you out.
I
Um,
play basketball too, so if anybody got any
well,
hoopers that want to play, let me know, cause
oh, okay. So it may say he played basketball and he's out of the Ohio area. So if
yeah,
anybody's in
I'll
Ohio, now
travel.
what
I
part of
do
Ohio
travel.
again?
I'll travel to you.
Oh, okay. So he's that kind of baller. He said he'll travel. He's in the travel league. He's going after somebody. All right. So now, do you have your own products or your own store? How does that work?
Yeah, so what I was able to create use my business band music name, and then I created a fashion apparel brand. So
Mm,
this is one of our jackets right here. So on the breakdown of that, I started a company called Raw Ink Shop. It's a fashion brand, and you can check it on Instagram. We got YouTube, we got reviews. I started 2020 in the pandemic, man. I had 5 jobs. I got laid off on 5 jobs, y'all. So
Oh,
it
wow,
was
wow.
tough for me, man. I was just getting fired left and right, you know. So I was like, you know what? I already know the music thing. I mastered that. I've been doing that for so long. Let me start something else. Let me try to venture into fashion. So a lot of that time of downtime, y'all know the pandemic was crazy, right, y'all? So on that downtime, I was like, okay, I started the brand. I came with the logo. I used the same name as my music name. I came with the logo, and that's when the birth of the fashion apparel was started. So I created a Square account, you know, where you can get a website and stuff like that, and I started designing and stuff like that. So I wanted, for me, I have a lot of tattoos. It's like I can't get these tattoos off of me. So the slogan, what I had was, you know, tattoos tell a story. You know what I mean?
All right.
So what I wanted to do is like give, you know, some clothing for people that have tattoos on their body, because like if you already go to the stores, you'll see that there is no clothing for these a group of individuals that have ink on their body.
Mm,
So then I started that, and we started promoting on Instagram. I started getting models and influencers with high following accounts to wear the brand, and we just been working on that through the process. And we have a YouTube channel over there where I talk about, you know, the business and stuff and how to grow, and you know, just more about like how to be an entrepreneur and stuff like that.
right, right,
Um,
right. So
and
I guess so now as a content creator, and definitely we all, I mean, I'm gonna say, especially if you're trying to be monetized and go deeper into this thing, business, you're gonna have to learn the business side of being a content creator, especially once
yeah,
you get monetized. Because like you're saying, you know, you got your records going out, you got videos going viral, so it can get fast real fast. It can get, you know, it can go 0 to 60 quick. And if you're
yeah,
not ready for the other parts of what you've been doing, so you've been on here and you've been throwing out videos here and there and this and that, and you're trying to get your subscribers up and you're trying to get your watch hours up. But then what's going to happen when you hit that button? What's going to happen when you hit that video? Say like I on TikTok, I got like almost 4,000 subscribers on TikTok, and I had
mhm,
one video that crossed over 1 million views, and but it was just like crazy one video, and it was
yeah,
over 1 million views. But I'm not monetized anything like that, so I just got a lot of views on one video. But the other
yeah,
ones was like in the thousands and stuff. But I had the one that hit 1 million, and I hit almost 2 million views, and I was like, wow, you know. And I
yeah,
was like, but I wasn't thinking of anything past, and it was just a funny video to me. But so
yeah,
many other people thought it was funny as well, and it was like, man. So when I come over to the YouTube world, and I like the YouTube atmosphere, so that's why I stay more over here than I do the TikTok thing. But at the same time, I like this atmosphere. But I haven't hit a video or put something together to get that kind of watch yet. But I know it's possible because I've done it before. So now it's like, okay, what are you going to do, or what's your plan for if you ever hit that next number? What's your plan if you know, do you have plan, not so much plan A, B, and C, but do you have, you know, the portfolio together? Do you have, you know, I need, you know, a business license and the products and all that other stuff that comes with it if you blow up? So that's where we're building this
yeah,
community. That's where we iron sharpening iron. We can learn from each other. Where I'm weak, somebody else is stronger, and together I'm gonna be stronger. They're gonna be stronger, and that's what that's the challenge of the show. And I think CEO was saying something real quick. Big Jack, your YouTube channel is definitely growing and glowing. I appreciate that.
yes, sir.
And Snapback is in there, and I know she's saying some things. Miss Renee is saying so. Everybody's welcoming each other. I do apologize that they don't have the blue jacket. And those who don't know what the blue jacket is a way to make you a moderator in the channel and during the chat.
Mhm.
And then if you put the blue jacket on, if I put the blue jacket on you, then it allows you to just go directly to that other person. So a person with a blue jacket could go to another blue jacket, click on them right there in the chat, and it goes straight to their channel. You can go right to their channel. You can go check them out. You can subscribe if you don't know them, because you only reason, you know, you get the blue jacket because you're part of my community, but then it helps the other communities grow at the same time. so it just stretch
Okay.
out. So if you're doing a live on your show and you see people that you trust enough to be a moderator in your channel, then go ahead and give them their blue jacket. It's just saying that they're a
Mhm.
moderator. And but that's how it works. Now, another thing that a moderator can do, if someone tried to come into the chat or into the live and try to disrupt it, the moderators can kick them out so we can keep the flow going. So I'm not down here trying
Mhm.
to dig out and find who's saying what. They can do that for us and keep it clean. So I appreciate my blue jackets that's in there, and I probably would have more blue jackets had I my computer wasn't acting up, or I don't, and I really don't know what's going on. So again, thank you for everybody that's in there to have a blue jacket, and then I would definitely make sure that those there's some people I see in there that's going to get their blue jacket. They have definitely earned it during this live and other lives for sure. So thank you for your support. So I got Raw Ink on here. We got a couple of minutes left, and I want to. I'm gonna ask you. So I'm a new content creator.
Yeah.
I'm a content creator, and I'm coming to you for some advice. I'm getting into I want to get into the music game, or I'm not sure what I want to do. I just know I want to be on YouTube. What advice would you give me as a new content creator?
All right. So picture yourself like this. If this content creation, can you see yourself doing it for a long time for free, like at least 2 years? Because that's the requirements you need for monetization. It's almost equivalent to working a job 2 years. Because 4,000 hours, that's a lot of time. So
Yeah.
you gotta put in, like, for me, I know I could do music if I ain't never nobody gave me $1. I know I could play basketball if nobody gave me $1 because I love doing it. So you gotta really find something you're really passionate that you already doing for free. If it's cooking, if you some people out here that love to cook, you can cook it. You can start a cooking channel. If it's vlogs, if your passion is, oh, I want to travel more, man, I want to go see the world. You could start just doing it, and that's what you kind of don't think about the money. I just did it, you know what I mean? So like my advice for somebody that started, you got to really do it and really love doing it, because if you don't love doing it, you're not going to want to see yourself doing it long term. I've been on YouTube for 10 years. So it took me like music channel, it took 8 years for it to get monetized as far as ad revenue. Now I was getting monetized as far as like the music and all that, and performing, but as far as like Google ads and stuff on the channel, the songs are only 2 minutes. So you got to have a lot of listening of songs, of creation of songs
Right.
to
Right.
get monetized. 2 minutes is not long.
Mm.
So that's different. Your channel is a long form podcast. You should be able to get monetized quick on that. And then what I mean. If you want to do like vlogs, then you know what I'm saying. You got to travel. You got to do stuff like that. So I'll say to you, like, just really be passionate and like try to be consistent, because it's like you got to show up. Like, even when you don't feel like showing up, you got to show up to work or you won't get paid. It's the same thing with YouTube. You got to show up, or you're not. Every time you post a video, that's a new person watching it. That's anywhere in the world is seeing you. So every day you show up, the more and more you get rewarded, and YouTube rewards people that show up on the platform, and any
Uh,
platform.
No,
Heck
that's
yeah,
that's that's good advice. That's good advice. I know when I first came in, I was all over the place because I had so many different things. I mean, I started with for bowling, and I started with golf, and I wouldn't say started, but I had bowling, I had golf. Then I started telling stories, so that's what story time. Now I'm doing the live thing, and so I had so many different angles on how. So, and I love them all, and
yeah,
and I could do these for free. Like I say, I'm already doing it, but it is a lot of work that goes into creating content. So
yes, sir.
I hear people sometimes often say that they're not in it for the money, they're not in it to do this and that. But if someone sent me a check right now, I'm not going to turn it down. So I will be honest with you right
Yeah,
now, and I'm not going to turn it
yeah,
down. The work that you put in to be a content creator or to actually put out real content on a regular, it's a lot of work that goes with that. And because you
yeah.
put a lot of work in, you should get paid for it. So, but
Oh, you're
again, we
gonna
do
get
it.
a
You
big
do it.
reward in the long run when you do it a lot.
Say again.
So
Say
let
again. I'm
me,
sorry.
you get a big reward. So let me break this down now. You same thing. You say how you was all over the place. I
Mm,
was the same way. So what I've done is I learned how to. I got 3 YouTube. I run 3 YouTube. One channel is the music category only. Another channel is vlogs, and the other channel is like basketball videos and stuff like that. So I diversify. Okay, some days I might make a song, and then over here, Raw TV is my personal side. So Raw TV is like me going live or I'm talking. I get to be myself. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
that's more like me being raw, just being myself. You know what I mean? Not trying to entertain music. I'm just being like, like a human. Just we just having conversation. And Raw and Shop, I like to give knowledge. So when you have three different channels, like you say you have different ideas, you could create a different channel for that. You don't have to put all that on one channel. That way you have different audiences for different niches. You see what I'm saying?
And that, you know what, that makes sense. I know when I started, I had multiple channels, but I heard someone tell me, and so I'm going off of what I was trying to do, and they was like build playlists and just have one channel and have different playlists where people can come to that one channel, and if they want to see music, they can go down your playlist for music.
Yeah,
If they want to see, you just being raw, it's a whole different playlist, and they can go to the different playlists without you trying to work different channels. But
yeah,
I'm not gonna say either one is better than the other because the thing is, it works for you and it's working for you. So and the other one, the other person said it was working for them. So it's good to hear another perspective because when you only got one way, you think it was only one way to do it. No, there's multiple ways to get the
yeah,
same thing accomplished. If you can handle three channels, so I know that Sharon Jackson, if she's still in there, I played. Here's a little nugget right now. Sharon Jackson, she's in there, and here's my nugget. I'm gonna drop on y'all. I know we're close, but Sharon Jackson is my mother. That's my mother, and she's
Oh, how
supporting
you
my
doing?
channel. So I appreciate my mom is in here supporting the channel. So for those who don't know, Sharon Jackson is my mother, and she's in there and she's supporting. But I used to go with her when she played bingo. And if you ever seen bingo, the game with the board and the numbers and all of that, she can have 30 pages of sheets in front of her and can play them all. I'll be
Yeah,
struggling off of five. I'll be struggling with five little cards. Like whatever he say, I'll be trying to find it. And she can knock out 30. And I'm like, how are you doing this? But it's just
yeah,
if that's your thing and you can hit that rhythm and go down that line and know what you're doing, you can
yeah,
do it. You're listening, you're talking, and you hitting those numbers. Me, I can't do like that. So I need to have it all in one little area so that I can concentrate just in that little grouping and just put them in the channel. So I'm not saying that any one is the wrong way. I'm just saying that way of having three channels is one, or having one channel with multiple playlists is one. But regardless, the thing I heard is you got to be consistent in delivering content. You got to
yeah.
keep bringing something out because, and I like what you said that
Got
if
to.
one new person watches one of your videos, that's one new person that you grew or that's now part of your community or part of your life, and
Yeah,
that's huge right there. That is so huge to
yeah.
know that's anywhere in the world you might have a new follower, a new subscriber
It could be in
of just
China,
one thing,
it
one
could be in
viewer.
Russia, anywhere right there. They just like, man, I love this music, or man, I love what you're doing on the podcast, man. You enlighten people, you bringing people together and iron sharpen iron, and that just like it gives people like motivation, man. That's what the world need, man. The world need like-minded individuals, be creative and say like. Stop saying like people say we can't do it. We can do it. We can be creative. We can. You got to say we can do it. You build that skill set with time. Like if you're saying you can't, you shooting yourself in the foot. You got to say I can do it. I could do anything. You know what I mean?
That's
So
100%. 100%. That was definitely something I was saying for this year for sure. I had to make sure that I hit that I can. And the can't is, doubt, fear, lack of faith, unbelief,
yeah,
all of those things is washing that out
you
completely out of my
gotta
mind.
have faith.
And it's all about what I can do. So I know that I am more than a conqueror. I know that I can do
Mhm.
all things. I know all of these things are in because of just my faith alone and who I
Yeah,
know is who I know is not backing me, who is supporting me through all of this. I
you
know that I'm
can't.
able.
You won't
So,
lose. You
huh?
ain't gonna lose. You're only gonna get the W's, man.
That's it. That's
You're
it.
only
That's
gonna
it.
get the
One hundred
W's,
percent.
man.
100%.
Yeah.
So look, check it out, Roy. Check it out. We are at our 1 hour mark. So I know it's been real. It is been so real. But I want to be faithful to what I said. We started 7, we ended 8, and I truly thank you for being a guest on this show. You have an open invitation anytime. We will link up for sure. If you catch me, we want to go double, we can do it. I try to do this show. I know I'm gonna do this show only on Wednesdays and Sundays, 7 p.m. To 8 p.m. And I got a lineup. I got some big guests coming up. So I'm hoping that you will tune in and watch them and support as we continue
Yeah,
to
I'm
grow
tuning
this.
in. I got
And
the
I appreciate it. I
notification
appreciate it.
on.
So for everyone that's out there, I want you to know that we are stronger together. That if each one would just reach one, we can all grow and glow. But until next time, I love you all. I thank you, and I want you to have a blessed night. And until next time, peace. Thank you.
Have a
Thank you,
have a
Ryan.
blessed
Thank
one.
you,
Thank
sir.
you,
Thank
brother.
you. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you, brother. Have a good one.
All right. Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir.